Darkness cannot be defeated by darkness. It will only be overcome by light. And education is all about light.
At 8:45 on the morning of September 11th, classes were in session on the main campus and in the newly renovated Fitterman Hall. When the first plane struck the North Tower of the World Trade Center, the explosion was felt across the street in Fitterman Hall. Only minutes later, the decision was made to evacuate the students from Fitterman Hall. On the main campus, 2 blocks north of Fitterman Hall, the size of the catastrophe was beginning to unfold. Soon, the main building at Chambers Street was also evacuated, but as students and staff members left the Chambers Street building, others arrived.
Initially, what happened was everyone wanted shelter. So you had firemen coming in with policemen, coming in with army folk, coming in with nurses and doctors and rescue workers. They all just piled into the gym. They were looking for shelter. That was the beginning of, I guess, the occupation of BMCC by the emergency services. Because right after that, 7 other agencies came here. It turned out to be the ideal command center for about 8 different rescue operations here.
Within hours, there was trailers and trucks coming in with all type of supplies.
We made ourselves available to help unload the trucks and everything else like that they were bringing in from the Lincoln Tunnel and the Holland Tunnel. And other medical personnel were coming in.
Walking through, and it was just a big beehive of activity. Lots of people moving about, people getting orders, equipment being stacked, boxes of provisions, bottled water. I'd never seen so much bottled water my entire life.
The campus was in the center of the chaos and tragedy that Americans soon began to call Ground Zero. In spite of the extraordinary circumstances, President Perez made plans to reopen the college. In the interview with Lou Young, President Perez made a public commitment to reopen the college on October 1st.
I thought it was remarkable that they were going to reopen it October 1st. They weren't going to let this stop them. So many people were ready to fold up and ship out, and this guy was saying, no, we're going to open October 1st. It was good to report that. It was good to say this part is going to be back to normal, and this is when it's going to be back to normal. And I can tell you that because the man in charge just told me that. I was pleasantly surprised and happy to report that.
But their mission was to get the building opened up for the students.
When World Trade Center 7 collapsed around 5:20 p.m. on September 11th, it fell into Fitterman Hall.
By the end of the first day, we knew right away there was no way we could open classes in Fitterman Hall again.
Having lost 40 classrooms at that point in Fitterman Hall, that even these trailers, these 16 classrooms, were not going to be enough. And we built classrooms in that week within the Student Development Center, the cafeteria, dining room, the Richard Harris Terrace, and the fitness center, and built classrooms within them 7 days.
Over 10,000 students were individually called.
Borough of Manhattan Community College reopened to students today after an unexpected 3-week hiatus.
Students were indeed allowed back in, the first day of classes, if you will.
In the face of the horror, the trauma, the loss, and the pain, individuals and institutions rose from the ashes. A determination to keep going. And no institution exhibited that characteristic more than BMCC.
Fitterman Hall was rebuilt and opened once again to students in the fall of 2012. The BMCC student body has grown to over 27,000 students. Downtown Manhattan has come back stronger.
We wouldn't have been able to do what we did and accomplish our mission in the time that we did without the support of the college.
We never want to forget what terrorism can do to a country and what it did to our institution. The only college ever affected by a terrorist act. But we're back. We're back stronger. And we're back with more intensity because that's who we are.